You're watching Inside Automotive with Jim Fitzpatrick.
Time spent at the dealership is becoming increasingly important to the overall customer experience. A great way to minimize this time is by getting F&I involved as early as possible. Here to talk to us more, I should say, about this approach is Adam Marburger, who you've seen him here on CBT News before. He is a well-known F&I coach and the industry's president and CEO of Ascend Dealer Services. Adam, what say you on this? This is something that is still a real pain point for most consumers that are out there. The number one complaint is forget the price and forget the trade allowance and the interest rate. Why do I have to spend 4 hours in a dealership or 5 hours on a Saturday or a Sunday? Especially with both people working in a household now, time is of the essence, and it seems at dealerships we still can't overcome this. So, talk to us about this.
Yeah. Well, first and foremost, thanks for having me back. I love spending time with you. I love chatting all things F&I with you.
Sure.
Speed transaction is a sticking point for dealers today. All right. We know the customer doesn't love to come to the store. And we know the customer doesn't love to sit for 3 and 4 hours. The customer wants to know what is next. They just want communication. And the speed of transaction is one of the most important things we're focusing on, and how to make sure that we are enhancing the total experience is we got to follow our process.
Yeah.
Because if we follow that process, the speed of transaction increases. But if we get off of our process, things slow down.
Yeah.
It's just simple, basic blocking and tackling.
Right. That's right. There's no question about it. What are some effective strategies for integrating F&I into the early stages of the transaction process without disrupting the flow of the sales?
Great. That's a great question. As a matter of fact, I just hosted a training session on this 2 days ago. So I believe the earlier the F&I manager gets involved in the transaction, the happier the customer is, and the more profitable the transaction becomes. That's fact. Okay. So I have a technique that I have my F&I professionals going out to greet potential customers on the showroom floor before they ever agree to transact. I'll give you an example. Jim, let's pretend you're on the showroom. You're waiting to test drive a vehicle.
Right.
Your salesperson is getting keys and getting you ready to go, photocopying your ID, whatever. Well, as an F&I professional, I just see you sitting there. I can walk out and just say, hey, I'm Adam. I'm one of the finance managers here. I just wanted to quickly come out and introduce myself. In the event that you purchase from us, I'm the one that handles all the legal paperwork.
Yeah.
I found that some customers have some questions. I'm the guy that answers those questions. And my office is right there. I have an open door policy.
Okay.
Again, thank you for giving us the opportunity to help you today. I hope I see you later.
Sure.
And so just a simple, this is who I am. This is what I do. In the event that you buy, this is why I'm here. Just a simple, the reason for that. Number one, it's good service. But number two, from a psychological standpoint, we want to create a good first impression.
Right.
So if we create a good first impression, now the deal's a deal. You decided to buy. Now I'm back. Jim, it's me again.
Yeah.
Hey, do you mind if I have a seat with you real quick? It's just a different conversation. So that was a long-winded explanation of that. But F&I must get involved as early as possible. And if we can get involved before they agree to transact, game on.
What do you do with the customer that says, Adam, it's great to meet you. In fact, he's going to get the keys on this particular one that's on the showroom floor. I'm looking at it. I'm going to put $3,000 down and have a trade that's paid off. It's worth around $5,000. Can you give me a payment on that real quick? And by the way, what are the interest rates running right now? What do you do?
Absolutely. Mr. Jim, no problem. See, at our store, we're all about giving information. When you're back from driving that vehicle, I'll have everything ready to go for you.
Okay.
I'll have estimated payments, down payments. I'll give you a valuation on your trade. We're full transparency, and we'll have it ready to go for you when you get back, my friend. Fair?
Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah. Now, at that point in time, is the F&I manager instructed to get with the desk manager to say, hey, he just asked me this. This is basically what he's putting down. It sounds like all buying questions to me, and buying signs to me that if we can get this guy's payment in the right area, then we've got a deal, right?
Absolutely. And the key to that, you hit it. Do what you asked. Do I tell the sales desk? You immediately tell the sales desk.
Yeah.
Communication between the desk and F&I is the most important thing in the store.
Yeah.
Okay. So on the sales floor, that is. So I would immediately go to my desk. Hey, here, desk guy, this is what we got going. This is the conversation that I just had. By the time he gets back, let's have some figures ready, and I'll go ahead and go out and I'll present them. And that's one thing too, F&I people. If F&I, any F&I manager watching this, you want to build accolades with your sales department, just be willing to go in and present the deal for them. Be willing to help facilitate the sale.
Yeah.
Because now you have a salesperson that will look up to you and respect you, and they won't paint you in a corner and do something they shouldn't be doing.
That's right.
So,
and that customer is going to tell that F&I manager different things than maybe what they've told the salesperson, or maybe even what they've told the manager, right? Because they know that the F&I manager is where the rubber meets the road. So they're liable to tell you some things that, hey, look, between you and I had a little hiccup a few years ago, went through a divorce, it hit my credit, maybe I don't have all the cash that I thought I had to put down, things like that all of a sudden come out because you're the F&I man, or you're the finance person.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. So I always, when I get on stage and I speak to these groups, I start by saying, guys, I'm a recovering F&I manager. I'm still in recovery, and I'm just here to help you grow to the next level. Here's the reality.
That's right.
Almost years in the box.
That's right.
Become a therapist.
Yeah,
so,
I know.
Customers tell you things that you're shocked they're telling you because they trust you.
They think that you have to tell the bank. Like these are the reasons. I can remember as an F&I manager, I would sit down and I would say, okay, now I've got your credit report here, and I would just give it a little pause. And they would come up with 15 things that might not even have been on the credit report, that all of a sudden they start, coming to me. Hey, listen, if you see a repo on there for 7 years ago, it was because of this. Or if you see 5 late payments, it's because, and I didn't even say anything. I just said, I have your credit report here.
That's how it works. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll tell you everything you need to know.
Everything you need to know. That's right.
And by the way, as an F&I professional, that's a good thing, because if we can get that customer just to open up willingly and have dialogue without us asking and prying, they're going to tell us everything we need to know.
That's right. Yeah, there's no question about it. Looking ahead, I know this is a very broad question, but what do you envision as the future of F&I? I mean, we hear so many different takes on this, that we're going to have some stores where the salesperson is also the F&I manager. They never meet an F&I manager. Then you hear others that say, why would we want to screw this up? We got to have a salesperson, we got to have a desk manager, and we got to have an F&I manager, and that program works the best for us. And then you got everything in between. Some people say we're going to do F&I online before the customer even gets there. Is it going to be all of the above, or is there going to be one thing that says, all right, this is kind of the future of F&I in stores?
It'll be a combination of all of the above.
Okay.
It will be, because, and yes, that's a very broad question, because when we're looking at our country, you got different pockets that will merit more of the online transaction, the virtual deliveries, things like that. And then you got, like, I'm in St. Louis, Missouri right now. Right across the Mississippi River. I'm out of my office. The river's right here. Right across is downtown St. Louis. Big dealer groups. People are still going into these stores. But then if you go 40 minutes left, you're in the sticks of Missouri.
Yeah.
You do need an F&I manager and a sales manager. We don't do any out deliveries in these stores. I got a 6 stop in Missouri that everybody shows up. So I think it has to do with where you're located, and I believe that it's your market. But to go backwards, I believe it's going to be a combination of all those things. Yeah. And I think we have to be equipped to transact the way the customer wants to transact.
Meet them where they want to be. Meet them where they are. That's right.
Yes.
That's
Amen.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Adam Marburger, F&I coach, the president and CEO of Ascend Dealer Services. Dealers, if you're looking for a great F&I guy, this is your man. He's got great products. He's obviously very passionate about his training. So thank you again for joining us on the show. I very much appreciate
Pleasure.
it. Until next time, stay well, go close some deals, make it happen. So appreciate it. All right, man. Thanks.
Thanks for watching Inside Automotive with Jim Fitzpatrick.